Hi, I'm Helen.
Hi, I'm Roy. We're the Chongs. We're proud parents of two kids, Matthias and Malcolm, and I am the founder of Noodle Wave Media, digital marketing agency.
I work in healthcare as an EEG tech, but currently I am a stay-at-home mom for our two precious boys and our fur baby Jolie. Coastal Church has been such a huge part of our lives. My journey with Christ began there. I received Jesus into my heart there. I attended Alpha. We started our relationship there, and we got married there, and our first child was dedicated there. We started our first life group, and it grew and it changed, and even now we live in Kelowna. We are in Kelowna right now. Thankfully, church is online. We can still participate online, and we can do e-life group. And we were able to round up some of our old crew, and we are able to meet online, and it's so great. We don't physically have to meet, and we are still able to have such rich prayer and study time together because of e-life groups.
Another really cool area that we always believed was important in life group was to use life group as a platform to raise leaders. And we often found opportunities to nurture leaders through our life group, and one of them is Garrett. Garrett is a great example of someone who came through our life group, and just us connecting together and doing life together. And what an amazing testimony, because now he's the life group pastor at Coastal Church, which is so cool. And another member in our life group was Val. At a certain time, we were starting to get busy, and we saw an opportunity to ask Val to co-lead with us. And we didn't realize the impact of it at the time, but we just recently had an opportunity to hear from her and her sharing that as she reflected on that time, that she really felt like we were her Barnabas, and we were there to believe in her when others perhaps wouldn't have, just given circumstances in her life at that time. And that we all need a Barnabas. We all need someone to vouch for us when other people don't. And so Life Group was a great opportunity to exemplify that type of leadership by empowering and growing up other leaders.
So we had our old Life Group members reach out to us after having their baby, who's only just a few weeks old, but was having just continuous seizures that night, and just out of desperation, they reached out and asked for prayer. And then, I reached out to our life group to be like, we need to pray for this little girl. And, the life group members were able to all gather and, in our separate spaces to pray. And, we got a praise report the next day that, shortly after that call to prayer went out, that her seizures stopped. Like, it was, they were looking for a miracle, and they got a miracle. And that's how powerful prayer is. One
of the most important things that we've tried to do whenever we did a life group was to share about our life and be transparent about our life. Struggles that we're going through, things that we may have doubts on or questions about, or even personal issues in our marriage, in our relationship. We're just an open book. And what that really did was create a spirit of transparency, an air of trust.
You never know when your story that you went through that you thought was a mess, you never know when God will use that to help somebody. Like, I've had a ton of messes that God was able to use in our life group, and we transparently share those stories, and little did we know that story will impact someone and make a difference for someone, and they'll be able to learn from it, from your mess.